Welcome to Out the Trunk with Jordan and Darius. My name is Darius. That's D's all up in your area on all socials.
I'm Jordan. That's Jordan. Be writing on all socials.
And this is our sports segment. NFL playoffs in full bloom, but unfortunately, not unfortunately, these guys are paid. A lot of the coaches lost their jobs, and so we're going to take
Yeah.
a little brief break from the action to rank the openings, the open jobs in the NFL. For the listener, the jobs that are currently open, this is subject to change, are the Ravens, the Steelers, the Giants, the Falcons, the Raiders, the Titans, the Browns, the Dolphins, and the Cardinals. Mike Tomlin lost his job this afternoon. First, what do you think about Mike Tomlin? Was it time?
Hell yeah. I think it was like 4 or 5 years too late, honestly.
Yeah.
Like everyone's saying you had a winning record. It's like I understand that. What's his playoff record though?
Yeah, like
Yeah, like come on.
I think it's been like 7 years since he won a playoff game.
10 years.
Oh, he's okay. So he's lost seven straight playoff games, but he
Yeah.
hasn't won one
But
in
it's
10
been
years.
10 years since he won. Yeah, like TJ Watt has never won a playoff game. Like that's insane.
I mean, just think about 10 years ago. 10
Yeah,
years
dude.
ago, Barack
We didn't
Obama was
have
the
mass
president. Yeah.
Nazis.
That was three presidential elections ago.
Yeah.
It's you
Um,
cannot go 10. There are college graduates who were not even old enough to drive for the last time Mike
yeah.
Tomlin won a playoff game. You just can't
And
go
they
that
have
long.
families now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's just
10 years is fucking crazy. And they've been
Cam
spinning their wheels
Newton
going
won
9
the
and 8, 10 and
MVP 10
6.
years ago. Like
Yeah.
he's a fucking podcaster now.
I would say he's a podcaster now. He with us.
Yeah. Um, Great run, OG, but all good things come to an end. And I'm not
Yeah.
you got 19 years and that's more than any coach
That's
other
more
coaches
than
get.
fuck yeah. I mean shit. 10 years on a playoff game, most coaches would have been fired half that in half that time period.
I want the Vikings
Um
to fire Kevin O'Connell if he don't do it next year, and that'll be year five. So
and by the way, it's not like he can't get rehired. Like I think he should be hired somewhere, obviously. And he'll get another good job if he wants to continue coaching. But yeah, they should have blown this whole shit up a long time ago. I don't get the point in toiling mediocrity for as long as they've done. Like you could have sucked and then gotten great in two or three times over in that time period.
uh pause. But yes,
Yeah.
I agree. I don't understand going 10 and 7 every year to get blown. And the thing is, the way they lose in these
They get
playoffs,
fucking
it's like
stomped every time.
I thought I last night, or I dated the pod, but the game was last
Yeah.
night and it was 7-6. And someone was like, it would be hard to explain to someone who isn't watching, but this is a 7-6 blowout. Like,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
like,
Like literally
like the Steelers can't do anything. And then it just
nothing.
exploded because they got a couple of touchdowns. But
Yeah.
um, so with that, what is the best available job on the market? If you were a head coaching candidate and
Coach.
all nine of these teams are available, which one would you
Yeah.
prioritize? Which one would you take first?
Um I'm going with the Ravens.
Okay.
Their defense is really flawed, and they got to get some new pieces there. But I mean, you got Lamar, you got Derrick Henry, if he can hold on to the ball. Um, Two really good tight ends that are versatile as fuck. They can run block and pass catch. Um, I think with the right tooling and right personnel, I think I won't say it easy, but they're possibly a year away from winning it all.
I think this Ravens opening is the best available because the thing is, by nature of being available, a job usually isn't great. Very
Yeah.
rarely does a job come open that's great, and this is probably
Mhm.
the best job opening since the Packers fired Mike McCarthy in 2019 or whatever. So
Yeah.
you have an MVP quarterback in his prime.
Hmm.
You have an ownership that's known to be patient and provide resources, and
They'll
you have
spend
a
money.
roster with really good players on it. And so that just doesn't happen. You don't ever,
Yeah.
you just usually there's something wrong with the team if the
Hmm.
job is available. And so, yeah, I mean, I don't think not only is it the best job available, it's the best job available in the last 5 or 6 years. So,
Yeah. Sure.
however you feel about Lamar Jackson, and I'm lower on him than most, he's an MVP at 29 years old. And
Hmm.
that what job is ever going to have that? Like
Have that. Yeah.
it doesn't come
Uh,
around very often. If you are a coach and you are available, as soon as John Harbaugh, like if I'm Kevin Stefanski, I'm like,
mm,
pause everything. The Ravens are available.
No, yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, like
Yeah, like
whoever
let's
you
hold
had
off on
me
these
talking to,
interviews.
whoever you thought I was going to talk to, put that on hold. So yeah, the Ravens job
Oh
for
yeah.
sure. My number two job though, I would say the Steelers job for two
Okay.
reasons. Obviously it has the oldest roster in the league, but in a weird way, I
Yeah.
think if you are a young coach, especially,
You want
you should
veterans?
not even that. You just shouldn't. The roster is the easiest thing to change. Like it's football. A whole team can change over in 3 years.
Yeah.
The Steelers have very coach friendly, patient ownership. They've had two coaches in my
Yeah.
lifetime, three in my dad's lifetime.
Right.
Um, and either two things with the quarterback: either you have a good quarterback,
Hmm.
or you have no financial ties to a mid quarterback. And the Steelers have the latter. And so,
Yeah.
like, you give me great ownership and a clean slate to where I can pick my own quarterback, and I'm not tied to fucking Tua Tagovailoa or whatever,
Hmm.
or Kyler
Yeah.
Murray. The roster, man, that's what we can. That comes later,
You could, yeah, you
like
can overturn that pretty
yeah, like
easily.
if you were
Guys are
coaching
going to
the
want to come to
Steelers, you're getting
Pittsburgh.
a decade period, and so
Yeah.
in 3 years, shit, that's three draft classes.
Yeah.
We could cycle this out. I'll get a fucking wide receiver later. Like,
And the truth is, the worst part of their offense was the quarterback this year.
yeah. Um, I, I think they just TJ Watt's long in the tooth. Jalen Ramsey is
Yeah.
long in the tooth. They had Joey Porter Jr. is a legit player, but they
Hmm.
just Cam Hayward is old as me.
Yeah,
Uh,
about to say,
it's
yeah.
they are that roster needs an overhaul. But at the end of the day,
Yeah.
that's the easiest thing. I can go find a center, I can find a guard, but like, do I have
Hmm.
an ownership that will empower me and will give me time? And do I either have a quarterback or have the resources to acquire whichever quarterback I want? And so
Yeah.
obviously the Steelers don't have a quarterback, but they have the latter. And so
Right.
that would be my second job. What's your, I guess this, well, I guess what would be your third job? We'll try not to
Yeah, let's see. Yeah,
repeat, but
because
if we
yeah,
have to
Pittsburgh.
repeat,
Yeah, that'd be number two. My third ranked job.
well, let me ask you this. Where'd you have
Yeah,
Pittsburgh ranked?
I had him second. I had him
Okay,
second.
cool. All right, where you go for three?
Um, my third ranked. I would go. It's tricky because I like the pieces Atlanta has,
Yeah.
but they also don't have a quarterback. Um, I like Tennessee's quarterback, but they don't have much else. So, um, but I'm gonna go with Tennessee because you got a young quarterback, so you're gonna have a longer leash. You're not
Okay.
gonna worry about getting fired in a year or
Young,
two,
cheap
most
quarterback
likely.
too.
Yeah, young cheap quarterback, which means you can build around them
Yep.
quickly to turn yourself into a contender. And if I think if Cam Ward had any sort of viable receivers, niggas would have been in trouble this year.
I mean, I have the Sunday ticket, but I'll be honest, I didn't watch much Tennessee Titans football this year. But every time
Mhm.
I did watch, it was just Cam Ward running for his life and throwing the ball to some guy
Right.
dropping it, just
Yeah.
throwing a beautiful throw to Calvin Ridley, who's going to drop it because he catches the
Yeah.
ball with his face. Um, I had the Titans down a little bit, but I would move them up now that you mentioned it. But I had my number three was actually the Giants' job
Okay.
because.
I thought about them.
They have a left tackle, Andrew Thomas. They have a wide receiver, Malik Neighbors. They have three or four good defensive linemen in Brian Burns and
Yeah.
Abdul Carter, and I think they somebody else they drafted.
Mhm.
And it's like, so the outside of quarterback, the three hardest positions to fill are pass rush, left tackle, wide receiver, and corner. That's four positions. And I got three of them already. And it's like I got good ownership. And while I'm not the craziest Jackson Dart fan, it's not, I mean, you're not that committed to him. Like
Yeah.
they don't
He's
have a
just a
ton of
guy to take
resources.
snaps.
Right. And so if it doesn't, he's promising enough to where you give him a year and see what you like. And if you don't like him, you're
Hmm.
not so committed that you can't move on. And
Right.
so I would rank the Giants because they got the hard part of roster building they got done. A left tackle, you got a wide receiver, you got a pass rush.
Yeah.
Um, you know, they're a lot closer
You could
than
find a
it
solid
looked.
quarterback and hide him for the most part.
Right. Or just, if Jackson Dart, he only played one season and he was
Well,
hurt
yeah,
half the
yeah,
year. So, I didn't love everything I saw, but it wasn't bad. It wasn't like
yeah.
watching JJ McCarthy. So I would rank the Giants as my third.
Okay.
opening. What about you for number four?
Number four, I am gonna go with mm, a lot of mid left. Number four, I'm going with Miami.
Okay.
I think they got some good weapons. They just have small receivers. Obviously, they need a quarterback. I think they're probably gonna get rid of Tua soon, and he's obviously not the answer. It's a good market, so you guys are gonna want to play there. And yeah, I don't know of all the teams that's left. I just think they're probably one of the best options. Cleveland's close, but I'm going with Miami.
I actually have Miami as my worst or second worst. I just hate Tua. I think Tua is
He's damaged
not
goods.
I mean, he's short, he's weak armed, he's unathletic,
Slow.
slow, and he's like on the books for like if they can't cut him next year because of like how hard his cap hit is, and I
Oh,
just
okay. I thought he had a year. I thought he had a year left. Okay.
no, I just to me that's the worst opening of them all. I had my number four as the Raiders, for no other reason. You get the number one pick in the draft. You can take whichever quarterback you want. And
hmm
the only thing that sucks there is that the division's crazy. You got the Chiefs, you got the Chargers, and you got the
Yeah.
Broncos. So
Well, Chiefs are done for at least a year.
maybe Mahomes said he might be available open week, so you never know. And then
Well, if he's healthy, all bets are off.
yeah. And then I put the Falcons up there. Their quarterback situation is terrible, but they have enough pieces. And at this point, like you said, they're the worst teams in the NFL. So none of these jobs are going to be
Right.
good. Um, Drake London, not crazy about him. Kyle Pitts is a
No.
bust. Bijan Robinson's good.
I
Uh,
don't understand that. I will never understand. I don't understand. Like, it's just like just catch the ball. I don't. I don't get
I
bust
just
receivers or tight ends on it. It's so
well,
confusing to me.
with Kyle Pitts, he just doesn't like being hit, and it's hard to be a football player if you don't like being hit, especially a tight end.
Right.
So he's just soft, you know. So we're at number. We got three jobs left. We have
Yeah.
the Browns and the
Arizona.
Cardinals. The two jobs left. Browns and Cardinals.
Okay.
Which is the
Yeah.
worst job of the two, or however you want to do
Um.
it. Second worst, worst, whatever you want to do.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the Cardinals. Yeah, I think the Cardinals is the worst job. Kyler Murray. I mean, they were like thanking God that Jacoby Brissett was on the roster over him. That's never a good sign. No
He
offense to
got benched
Jacoby.
this year. They said he was hurt, but he was benched.
Yeah, he's benched. And then there was the whole, video game clause in his contract and all that. He's like 5'8", you know what I'm saying? I just don't think he's the answer for that franchise, possibly any franchise. Um, and Cleveland, you got Myles Garrett, got some pieces on defense. And I don't know. I feel like it's easier to build a good offense than it is to build a good defense. So yeah, I'd take Cleveland over Arizona.
It's easier and it's more sustainable year to year.
Yeah,
Defensive players just age out faster, and when you don't have the ball, you can't really control it as much as you can. But I agree,
correct.
the Cardinals is the worst job because I can't name. There's Kyler Murray, there's Marvin
Marvin Harrison
Harrison
Jr.
Jr., and I'm drawing blanks. Like I don't even know players
Yeah,
on their
that's it.
team, and so the Cardinals are the worst job. I'm gonna cough now. So you want to preview these games?
Yeah.
All right. So Saturday, 4:30, CBS, Romo Nance, Buffalo at Denver. Who you got?
This one, I think it's gonna be a crazy game. Honestly, I really don't. A lot of people are trying to are picking the Broncos just because their defense. Um, but I just think Buffalo's gonna win it.
Yeah.
Um, their offense is just significantly better. Josh Allen's playing really well. Well, yeah, playing really well. Um, Now, if the Broncos can run the ball like crazy, they may have a chance and keep Allen on the bench. But I don't see that happening. I just think Buffalo is. I just think it's a bad matchup. I think the Broncos are a better team, but Buffalo's better. Buffalo's a bad matchup for them. Yeah, I'm picking them to win that game. And go on to the championship game. But I think it'll be close though. I think it'll be a close game. I think Buffalo will pull away at the end.
I got Buffalo winning. They have the better quarterback.
Yeah,
For my money, the best player in the NFL right now. I know they're on the road, but they're used to it. They were used to the
yeah,
cold. Bo Nix is Bo Nix. Denver had a good year, so don't get me wrong, they could pull it off, but you got to pick
right.
somebody. And I just think it's Buffalo's year. Everything's lining up for them. And I just think Josh Allen is just playing at a different level. He's Superman right now, and this is his year. So we're gonna head into 8 o'clock.
Yeah.
Brady Burkhart, 49ers at Seattle out west. Who you got?
It's gonna be a fun one, a rematch of a game they played about 2 weeks ago, maybe 3 weeks by the time this comes out. I, you know what? I'm picking the Niners.
Okay.
I like the way they're playing. Uh, Brock Purdy needs to take care of the ball because he tried to give the Eagles that win as best he could. Um, and also, I just don't believe in Sam Darnold in big games.
Yeah, tell me about it.
I've seen that movie enough to just not. If there's a sequel and he ends the movie without dying this time, then I'll believe it. But as of right now, I'm not believing that script. So I'm taking the Niners to win this game. They're tough, the tougher team. They have more experience, and I think they're ready for prime time.
I got Seattle in this one. Home. San Francisco is on a short week. They played Sunday. They're banged up. George Kittle isn't playing. He tore his Achilles. Get well soon.
Yeah.
And I have the same reservations about Sam Darnold because he hasn't played well in like the last month. But I just think the 49ers are just going to run out of gas. So Sam Darnold wins his first playoff game and heads to the AFC Championship game is what I predict will happen. And we got
Okay.
Houston at New England Sunday, 3 o'clock. Um, Aikman and Joe Buck, Buck and Aikman. Who you got?
Um, Damn, I really don't know for this one. I want to say New England, but Texas defense is fucking crazy, and yeah, their defense is just so good that I think they're going to be the difference in this game. I don't really. CJ Stroud played like he was blindfolded the other day. Niggas thought he was selling the game and need to be investigated. Hopefully that does not happen this week. Yeah, I'm picking the Texans to win this game. I think the Patriots still have some growing up to do, and also just I don't know what they're gonna do with that defense.
Yeah, I got the Texans as well. I think the Patriots are a year early. Their
Yeah.
their schedule is just been paper soft.
Yep.
And I mean, they won a playoff game last week, so you can only beat the teams in front of you, and they beat a playoff team last week. So they're a legit team. I just think the
Hmm.
Texans are just they're fucking terrorists, man. Like Will Anderson and Daniil
Yeah.
Hunter and Derek Stingley and Derek Barnett, and it's just like I had to like when I was watching that game, the Monday night game against the Steelers, I was like, do they have 12 men on the field? Like, what the fuck is
No, it looked like
like, are they cheating? Like, what's going
you
on?
know.
They're just
Yeah.
running. It just looked like when, Georgia plays like Sam Houston State on like some Saturday where they just
Yeah,
paid them to
dog.
come through and kick their teeth in. And it's just practice, basically.
They look like Alabama in like 2015. Like
Yeah.
that shit is crazy. Like it looked reminded me of like when you play Madden and you're like scrolling through the plays, and you pick a button, press the wrong button,
Yeah.
and so when you're scan, then when you start the play, and the guys are running the wrong routes, you're like, oh shit, and you trying to
Yeah.
figure out what they're doing. By the time you figure it out, you're sacked. That's what they
Yeah.
look like.
Yeah. You know, I, you know, I, it's special. And the thing is, that defense is special. And while I have my reservations about CJ Stroud, like
Mhm.
he's still a really good quarterback. He
Really
was a
good.
number two pick in the draft, rookie of the year. He's not that so far removed. Like he could get hot.
Yeah.
Like he's capable of getting hot.
Yeah.
And with that defense,
You have such a margin for error.
man, the Texans versus the Bills AFC Championship game is going to be sexy. All right, Sunday night, 6:30, Rams at the Bears. Tariq on Collinsworth. Weekend is over, boys. Who you got?
Mm. This one is gonna be fun. Uh,
I agree. It's gonna be in the
like
cold
that's
too.
Yeah, it's gonna be like real like
Sunday night,
true
Soldier
true
Field.
blue. Yeah,
That's
dog,
just
true
football,
blue
man.
NFC football, man. I mean, obviously we're both NFC guys, and like I just love the NFC. Um,
I just love watching Caleb Williams play football, man. He is a
Me
fucking
too,
joy
man.
to watch,
Like
man. Like
he
he
is.
is.
He plays like how you'd want to play if
Yeah,
you created a player in Madden. Like,
yeah,
you know what
he's
I
just
mean?
an old school, unstructured, just fucking gunslinger. Like, like
Yeah,
he just
like
he
dead
reminds
ass.
me a
Yeah.
little of like Brett Favre in his prime, where
Yeah.
it's like he's gonna give you one or two a game, but he's a bit
Those
of a
other
heart
10
attack
plays he's gonna
quarterback.
make are gonna be
But like we've kind of in these sports where we just like we strive for efficiency and running the offense and this and that, but
yeah.
like some players are
Sometimes you
just
gotta
fun
take
to watch,
shots.
and it's fun
You
to
just gotta take
watch.
shots.
Like
It is.
I don't want to see. I don't care for my sports to be optimized in
He's
that
like if
way.
J.R. Smith was a quarterback. Like he literally can't throw with a clean pocket. But
Yeah.
if you're chasing him, he throws the best throws you've ever seen. Um, yeah, I think this was tough. Rams are my Super Bowl pick, but fuck it, I'm going Bears. I'm going with the Bears. Cardiac Kids, Iceman goes to his first championship game.
I'm picking the Rams just because I think they're the better team. But it's close and it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be
And
outside
it's at home. Yeah.
Sunday night, Soldier Field. We're off Monday because it's MLK Day, and so
Yes.
that's gonna be a good one, man. Where'd you watch
Yeah.
the Packers Bears game?
I watched it at home. I actually didn't go out Saturday.
Neither did I. You know what's
It
funny?
actually kind of felt great, honestly. It was an accident because I just was tired and I woke up at 1 a.m. and I was
Same.
like, well, fuck it.
It was like a game is good when you forget to go out. Because I was watching the
Yeah.
game
Yeah.
and it was like there was that window at halftime. It was like 9 o'clock, and I'm like, but if I leave, I'm gonna miss, and I don't want to miss
Right.
none of this. And then the
Yeah.
fourth quarter got good. They started putting points up. By the time it was over, I'm like, I'm good. The night is good.
Yeah. Like I literally I was at home chilling, passing time for the games. I think I was maybe like watching a movie or some shit. Yeah, I was watching a movie or whatever. And then my friend FaceTimed me, Tay, she hit me up and was like, invited me to a thing, whatever, or seen I was gonna do in a couple weekends, whatever, for some sort of event. And then we're just she's like, "What are you doing? Were you watching the games?" And I was like, "I'm just gonna be probably watching them here. I kind of don't feel like going out. I'll play the second game by ear, you know." And my friend said he actually went to the Carolina Rams game. He's a Rams fan, so he went
I
to the
saw that
game.
on Graham, I think.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so she hit me up, whatever. She's like, "Yeah, I'm just in Charlotte, bored, whatever," and shit. And then she's like, "Want to do a shot?" I was like, "Cool." We did a virtual shot. Watched football, ate, took a nap, woke up. The night was over.
It's it was one the playoff games. It's just nice to have the sound,
Yeah,
and the one place I wanted to go is a right next. They're a Hurricanes bar, like the
yeah,
hockey team,
mm,
but that's because they're right next to the stadium. So if the game is on there and there was a hockey game, so they're gonna put the sound on the
right.
stadium, which of course, but I don't. I tolerate hockey, but I don't.
Yeah, I'd rather watch it in person, but I do like
Yeah.
watching the games.
Like I tolerate it if it's on and that's what's on the
Yeah,
TV. I can follow along. I know what's going on, but like
hmm
I'm not a hockey fan. So like I was like between leaving, I have to get ready, get dressed, move out, and then not have the
yeah,
sound, or I could stay on my couch and
yeah.
have the sound and not deal with all of that. So that was a choice
I
I
feel you.
made. And I don't regret it. It was nice to wake up Sunday morning and get right back at the football without feeling like garbage. So
Yeah,
that is our that does it for our divisional round preview. I got I guess my AFC championship match would be Buffalo at Houston, right? Because Houston won their division, Buffalo did not. So it would be Buffalo at
yeah,
Houston, and then it would be the Rams at Seattle. And so
yeah.
you
Rams at
have
Seattle.
Buffalo at Houston as well, and you
Hmm
have San Francisco at Chicago. So
Yeah,
we'll be back next week to preview the championship
yeah. Got a
round.
lot of new blood. It's gonna be
Yeah.
somebody's getting their first ring this year, so that's always
That's
cool to
actually
see as a
great.
sports fan. You know,
The Rams would be kind of running it back a little bit, but whatever. It's been a while. So,
yeah, yeah.
but